January 16th. It's 5:30 in the morning. I'm fresh as a daisy, had a couple of coffees and ready to tackle the Syndicate main lake again for the next, well, for the rest of the year, rest of the season. Yeah, there's probably going to be quite a few on, I would imagine, but all the day swims will be free. The aim is to get there, have a walk around, see if I can find any fish in those areas, the day swim areas, or some of the night ones if the swims are free. And yeah, pop a bag or two out, or mesh bag, and see if we can have any luck straight from the off. So yeah, that would be nice. Got quite a lot of enthusiasm for this, and to finally catch one of the 18. I mean, I've been on this syndicate for I think it's about 8 years now, stop counting. And I've not caught any of them. That's just weird, because you know, they're no harder to catch than the other fish in the lake. Well, probably one or two of them are, but yeah. And there's probably about half a dozen in the 18. Four to half a dozen, depends what you count as the 18. So yeah, this year I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I say to myself that every year, I think. So yeah, I'll be there in about 20 minutes. I'll see you then. Right, I'm going to start by looking at the swims around the sanctuary here. Well, it's looking nice and lush. It's always nice to come back to a lake that you haven't seen for a couple of months, and it's completely transformed with the greenery. Look at this. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. Got some nice pads that have popped up there by the rope. Yeah, so if you haven't seen my videos before, this is a sanctuary. There's a rope just out there, about just where those pads are, just beyond that runs across there, that you can fish up to. Then there's about, I don't know, 100 yards or so, and then there's a rope at the other end, and there's the swim at the other end is the night rope swim that you can fish obviously at night. This is the day ropes. Nice little set of pads popped up there, and the idea is obviously just to flick one out as far as you can close to the rope, or that little hole there up the back there. Yeah, and normally all the fish, you can see them on top, as I've shown in videos before, set out in beyond the rope there. And there's a channel that moves out, a channel that goes out there that you fish from the island swim. Yeah, or you can fish the various gaps that are along here when the water's high enough, where the fish can get through. You fish that from the point swim, which is over there, just over the other side of the there's trees and that. So yeah, got a little bit of rain, but it's getting clear, I think. It's not only light stuff here. Skies are blue, so that's going to clear, I think. But I've got my brolly anyway. Travelling light. Just brought what I needed to. Not the usual kitchen sink. So yeah, this could be worth a bet. I think I'm going to have a little drive around the whole lake just to see how many people are on and what other swims are free. Yeah. Oh, so the margin swim's free. No sign of any significant weed. Which is a good thing, I guess. The longer it's delayed coming up. Last year, at one point you couldn't fish there, it was unfishable. Yeah, I'm going to have a look further along these day swims. Most of the lake's got people in sort of various swims, which kind of sews up the area. But let's go and have a look at those day swims. See if I can see any fish moving through the margin. It's a bit, need that sun to break out really, so I can have a proper look, and for the rain to stop. Blue sky's over there. We've got a sort of southwesterly, so yeah, it should pass. This doesn't look a bad bet. It's been cleared a bit, and this is just to the left of the point swim. Yeah, nice, you know, cast out there to water that they can't get to, or you can't get to in the point swim. And to the back of those pads at the end of that tree line looks particularly good. Yeah. Yeah, I like the look at that. Yeah, the thing is, thinking about it, there's two people doubled up on the in the point swim, and two over there on the island swim. And I'm thinking, with that pressure, those lines in the water, the fish might have been pushed back into the sanctuary. So, whilst I like the look of this swim, the sanctuary, the day ropes there, could be the better bet. In the wrong swim, I think. Big fish just jumped the other side of the snag. I can't get to it from here. What we'll be able to do is to cut some out and bait up from here for later on. Just going to put solid bags out. Just flicked one out and clipped up. Light lead. Okay, that's them out there. It's 7:30 now. Time to get a brew on. Okay, well it's coming up 9:30 now. No signs, apart from fish that crashed down the other end of the sanctuary. That's it. I mean, I've been looking, been watching for fish on top, because you can normally see them on top in here. If I've got any bubbles coming up, etc., but nothing. So I'm going to give it another hour to 10:30, and then move to that other bank over there where I saw that fish earlier that crashed the other side of a snag. If you look at it from here, it's the other side, where I catted out about 20 boilies at whatever it was, 7:30, 8 o'clock when that happened. So I'll pack up here 10:30, get round there and get a rod on that spot by 11. Okay, well that snag is where the fish showed this morning, but the time that I set up in here. I catted about 20 baits the other side of it, and I'm going to go and fish it from over that bank there. Right, well I've just got in this swim and I've just seen a fish on top, and now going round the other side of the snag. There's a snag there.
yeah, just see it's back out of the water. It just went round the corner. So yeah, I'm wondering now whether to just get my floater rod out, chuck a few out there, see if I can get them taking. Because that's the only fish I've seen on top. But if they're all going to rise up in the water now with the sun up, might have to change tactics. I've got various different size mixers here. So that one's too big for the gulls that I've already put out there. Fish out there trying to eat a big one. I've got some real big ones. Just let those drift in. There's a fish on top out there. Only a small one. Go through there. And if I break those big ones in half, the gulls are getting them. So need the wind to calm off a little bit. In sight of those floaters now. I don't think the gulls got them. Well, the gulls are getting the big ones now. I'm going to try and fire them right into the snag, because they won't go near that. Let's fish on top again. Little one. They're getting the big ones. I don't know why they're swallowing them. They're messy. If that little fish is was that fish that showed, then I'm not going to set up in here. It's not the easiest to anyway. They've let it overgrow, so it won't cast. Canopy there. It's a side chuck. I think I'm going to go and look further up, you know. I haven't unloaded the gear, so yeah. I just saw a bunch of fish go through there just as I said that. About a dozen. Only small, but just below the surface. Obviously it's a waste of time putting mixers out because look, about 20 gulls now. The ducks are coming for some as well. Okay, well I've come to the next swim up. This offers a better prospect, I think. There's pads out there, so it isn't that deep, I don't think. I'm going to fish one out there towards the end of that tree line, just with a bag, and probably another one here, or whatever, and just keep an eye out. If I do see fish moving through on top, then I may change to a zig, something just below the surface. If the gulls are going to stay a pest for the rest of the day, which I think they are, I can hear them, they're somewhere, probably pestering someone else. Right, let's get them out there. Okay, well I decided to put the left hand one out on a zig, adjustable zig. I've got it about a foot under the surface. I keep seeing like a little shoal of small commons going about there. Going out there and then coming back. So yeah, with a bit of luck, might get one of those. This one's... Get off. bit too near the surface, that. Nearly caught a seagull. Well, nearly caught a gull a few minutes ago when it picked up my bait, and the hook actually caught in its tail feathers as it took off. It flew around there for a few seconds and then the hook fell out. So yeah, thankfully. You see it out there with a SV1 pop-up 14mm, quite bright. Well, it's white, almost yellowy white. So easily seen. I had to keep winding it down when the swans were moving through there as well. But I can still see the odd fish drifting around on top. Only small, but you know, doubles, mid-doubles perhaps. But, yeah, a little bit of rain just passing through. It's only on the edge of the cloud really, so it shouldn't last long. Shouldn't have to put me bivvy up. Right, it's probably about 2 o'clock now. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to move anywhere else actually. I think I might set it out here for the rest of the day. Don't know. I'll be fishing into the evening, so yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Alright, just take a bite in.
Well, the old zig worked. Can I get it in? You didn't like it? Woken up. You'd have to have wiped out the other line, wouldn't it? Even harder. Does like the lilies. Bring that in. Yes! Gotcha! Gotcha! Oh. Wow! It had just gone 3 o'clock when the old zig rig paid off. Yeah, fantastic. There we are. Going to be such a fight. Wiped out my other rod. It'll take me ages to sort that out, but never mind. I'm happy. I came here for the day, caught a fish. Okay, nice dark colour on you, isn't you? Right. Show you to the camera. 23 1/4. Look at that. 23 1/4 of zig rig stunner. Fantastic. Really. Let's look back. Lovely, eh? Right, come on, let's get you back. Oh, well chuffed with that. Now I've just got to sort out the carnage that's down there. There's big massive knots. Sort out. Yeah, and then get them out again. Okay, well it took me ages to sort that mess out. Yeah, I had to re-rig one rod completely. But they're both back out there now. Zig again on the left hand rod. Pretty much where the other one was and I had to take from. Yeah. Oh, watch out for that. Rarely does a zig work for me. Yeah, I don't have a lot of confidence to use it a lot of the time. But, I'm glad that worked. It'll give me more confidence. Yeah. I mean I've got another rod at home I can set up. Just ready for zigging rather than, you know, change on the rig on the heli, etc. So yeah, I might well do that. Try and get a bit more zigging in this season on here. Yeah. Right, well it's 10 to 5 now, but I'm sorted all that mess out and got them back out there. So I don't know how long I'm going to stay now. I was going to stay, you know, into dusk, but probably not actually now. I'll probably give it till, I don't know, 8, something like that. I'll be off then. Yeah. Oh, I'm well happy. A bit of a celebratory Coca-Cola. Okay, well it's come up 6 o'clock. It's been a good few hours since I've seen anything on top or moving around out there. Well, not since 3 o'clock when I had the fish. So yeah, I think I've killed the swim. that being the case, I think we're going to pack up and go home, stay have a bit of an evening and reflect on that capture and look forward to next time. Oh, I'm well chuffed with that session. Yeah, buzzing. Almost didn't need the power barrow. Could have turned the power off to push the gear back. Yeah, I really, I think I worked for that fish, because when I was zigging, the gulls would see it because I only had it a foot under the surface. They dive bomb it. One picked it up and then managed to hook itself in the tail, and it was bouncing. The lead was bouncing around out in the water, and eventually it came free. Yeah, and I had to be on guard and watching whenever the gulls were there. I had to pull the line so that the bait went down 2 or 3 feet, and then wait for them to go and then pop it back up again. So yeah, when that fish came along, I was well chuffed. Right, well that's it for this video, the first video of this year on the main lake, the Syndicate main lake. I'll be back probably on Tuesday to do an overnighter. But that's it for this video, so hope you liked it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe and share, and I'll see you very soon.